Today's topic on Mel's Shit Show is the shelving unit. So, as you know, I took over a garage and I'm working on organizing all my stuff because I have a bunch of crap. And I have this little dinky 3-shelf shelving unit that's maybe 2.5, 3 feet wide. And I have a lot more stuff that needs to be up off the ground. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I want it up off the ground. So I was looking, Sam's Club had one that I wanted, but they were out of stock, of course. So I looked at Lowe's, they had one in stock. Oh, and I didn't want to pay more than $150 on a stupid shelving unit because that's what Sam's Club had it for. So Lowe's has one, it's basically the same as the Sam's Club one. And I was on that side of town, and I was next to Home Depot because Home Depot is next to the Target over here. So I went to Home Depot thinking they might have something. Of course they don't, everything's more expensive. So I go on over to Lowe's and it said they had one in stock because of course I looked it up online. I get to the aisle and the display was there, but the one in stock must have been the display because I didn't see it anywhere else. I forgot about the part. When I'm walking down the aisle, there was a Lowe's employee that had about a foot of his butt crack hanging out. And I just walked past him, ignoring it, because I'm on a mission. So I'm standing here trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I'm not leaving this Lowe's without a stinking shelving unit. So I'm looking, and there's one that's similar. It's like $180, but we already know I'm not spending more than $150 on it. So, I'm standing there, I'm walking back and forth, and then I find this heavy-duty plastic one, and it's $104, and it's the same exact dimensions that I wanted in that metal shelving unit, so of course I'm going to get that one because it's cheaper and the same dimensions. So this employee is still on the aisle, minding his own business, I'm minding my own business, and I never get the top item on the shelf. So I take the top one off so I can get the second one down. And it's up here, so I have to lift the top one off, put it down on its side, then I get the second one, then I have to put the top one back on top. Meanwhile, this guy is just minding his own business, which that's okay, whatever. And I was prepared to carry this thing out on my own, even if it was the metal one and it was like 50 pounds. I don't care, I'm carrying it out because a buggy is way too much effort. So I pick it up, I start walking down the aisle, and then now the employee wants to help me. He comes around the corner, he says, "Ma'am, here's a cart." And I said, "Oh, no thank you, I'm lazy, that's more effort than I want to put into it." And he's like, "No, I insist. Please put it in the cart." And I was like, "No, it's a lot of effort, I'm going to have to lift it up." And he said, "Please." So of course, I'm too nice. I go over there. I'm thinking he might help me. Of course not. I lift it up and I have to hoist it up on my knee to get it up to the cart. And he's just holding the cart steady for me. "Thanks, sir." And I finally get it in the cart and I roll it up to the front and I have the barcode on the opposite side. So I start turning my cart around because I was like, "Oh crap, sorry, the barcode's over here." The woman at the register doesn't say a thing. She lets me turn my buggy around. And then she walks out there with her wireless scanner. "Oh, well, it's wireless. I could have done it." I was like, "Why didn't you say anything?" Whatever. It's okay. So she scans it, I check out, and then I roll the cart out to my car. And then I'm mumbling the whole way because this is not how I wanted it to go. I wanted to just haul this bitch out myself, no buggy or anything. But I'm out there, I get to my car, there's a guy standing at his truck just chilling. I pop my trunk, and then I have to get this shelving unit out of my cart. So, I'm lifting it up, I hit the top of my trunk, and once I get it out, the buggy starts rolling away. This guy at the truck is just watching it happen. I toss the shelving unit in my car, and it's halfway hanging out because I just toss it. I start running down the aisle, going to grab my cart, and he's just watching me. And then I grab the cart, turn around, put it back in the thing. Oh, and I talked to the cart like it was a child. I was like, "Don't you roll away from me." Well, it did anyway. So I put the cart up, I go back to my car, I shove the shelving unit back in my car because it's hanging out, and there we go. I got my shelving unit and it was a shit show. So that's today's episode of Mel's Shit Show.